bye-bye.
A proud mom to 8-month-old Michael, Tanya Sayer recalls his first milestone.
His eyes were open right away. They were just huge, huge little big eyes, and he was so alert. I had this feeling about him that he came into this world to do something.
Memories like that seemed impossible 3 years ago. Lost to a cycle of abusive relationships and drugs, Tanya says her life spiraled out of control.
You know, I went from smoking cigarettes to doing acid and pills and drinking. Then I started doing a little bit of lines, and then I started smoking the crack cocaine. Then I became an IV user.
Soon, feeding her addiction was all she could think about. She turned to prostitution and eventually wound up homeless.
When you start the drugs, it's like, oh, you know, you kind of knock those kind of people down, the ones that are working the streets and the ones that are sleeping in the bushes and stuff. Oh, I'll never be like that, right? And you become that.
After racking up over 80 charges, Tanya served time in prison. But then, drug treatment court and a supportive housing program changed her life, offering her something she hadn't felt in a very long time.
I felt love. Something I haven't felt in a long time. Yeah. And just being clean and sober and able to do what I want to do for myself and for my kids. You know, having that strength and that power to do that.
This is Kate's Place, where hope lives. Here, women who have struggled with addiction, broken relationships, and homelessness gain purpose, independence, and the ability to manage challenges like addiction while rebuilding their lives.
They have to attend addictions programming for a year. They have to follow the rules of Kate's Place, which is 24-hour supervision. They have to learn to deal with their drug addiction through drug addictions programming. So it's an education more than a punishment.
Each resident has their own bachelor suite in a safe and supportive home. The rules are strict. There's a curfew and mandatory weekly drug tests.
Okay, which vitamins are you taking? Multivitamin, B12, and maybe magnesium.
By day, women attend drug treatment court, an alternative justice program that treats the addictions of repeat offenders in hopes of keeping them clean and out of prison. At night, they learn life skills and receive round-the-clock support.
The care isn't just a simple, once a week kind of care. We're there all the time. So we can go to them if we think something's wrong or if we think that they are in need of something, and they can come to us if they're ever in need of anything at all.
Before Angela Curry arrived here, she was another statistic in an endless cycle of drugs and crime to feed her addiction. Kate's Place and Drug Treatment Court offered her an alternative to jail.
Without Kate's Place, I would probably still be incarcerated waiting on drug court. And yeah, they give me a beautiful home and support me through my drug treatment court program and for my recovery. They're very supportive with that.
With 24-hour support, Angela says Kate's Place is helping with her journey to healing. And something else, a letter written by her 2 children. It's this inspiration that's giving her the motivation to stay sober so one day she can hopefully reconnect with her son and daughter.
I wake up every day and I look at it and it gives me the inspiration. Some days you don't want to get up and get out of bed, but I just think of them and being a part of their life again and how well they want to see me do, and it gives me, hope. Like a lot of hope. It makes me really happy.
It worked for Tanya. Through counseling and spiritual guidance, she's now enjoying a purpose-filled life.
I got a baby that's drug-free. My son's back with me. My 19-year-old daughter is visiting me now. I have my family back, my grandparents, and I'm talking to my parents. And I'm a positive role model in my community.
Tanya now mentors other women in the community and credits Kate's Place and their spiritual guidance for her success.
It's the Creator. It's God. It's the one above, the higher power. It's through Him things are done. It's through him that angels like Kate's Place and that are here. And without that, I'm nothing. Michael wouldn't be here. Tyrese wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do with what I'm doing today.
Because, after all, Kate's Place is more than a residential treatment facility. It's a home of support and love, a place of new beginnings, where life is a miracle waiting to happen.